All right. What's up, my people? How's everyone doing? Welcome to this tutorial, where we're gonna create a countdown timer, countdown NPM package using JavaScript without using moment.js, the library. So, like in this tutorial, we'll go through the process of building a simple but yet powerful countdown timer that can take a target date, time, and execute a callback function for when the timer runs out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Sounds awesome, right? All right, so by the end of the tutorial, you should have a solid understanding of how to create your own NPM packages, how to work with dates, times in JavaScript. So let's dive in. So right over here, first things first, you've got to have some prerequisites. Okay, anyways, you gotta have some prior knowledge of a few items, like some JavaScript items that you know already, like basic knowledge. I think that should be fine. And you should also have npm um, an npm account, which is the node package manager account. So you can just go to npmjs.com, create an account over there. This is where we're going to be using to deploy our package, and you have it hosted there. Then people can install it from there. And you also need to have Node.js installed on your machine. And what else? You also need an IDE that we're going to use, or a text editor that you can use. Preferably, I use VS Code. It's way simpler to use than. I haven't actually tried. Let me switch off this Wi-Fi. I don't know why it keeps acting up like that. Alright, cool. All right. So you also need an IDE to use. For me, I use VS Code, which does wonders for me. I've been using it for some time, and works perfectly. So yeah, those are some of the few things that you need: an account here, npm, Node.js installed on your machine, and VS Code or any other text editor that you guys prefer. So with that said, now let's dive into this. So to kickstart our project, we do need a few things that we need. I need to initialize npm on this folder of our project. The reason why I'm doing this is so that we can have we can install our package later on, and then we can test it out to see how it's coming out. But then I feel like that's from a later on stage, so I think we can skip it for now, and then just start building it from there. So on our project, we will need about two files that we need to work with. We need the index.js file. We also need a test.js file. So the test.js file is the file that we're going to be using to run the test for our package, to see how it's coming out, how it's looking. And also the index.js file is the file that we're going to send to npm to have it published there, and then we can install it from there. All right, that's cool. That sounds easy enough to do, right? So yeah, let's get started. I'll create an index.js file which will contain all of our code in the package that we're going to be using. So here's how I create it. Just go to index.js. I know some people prefer calling app.js. Sounds a bit cool though, but I don't know, whatever you prefer. So now that we have our index.js file, we've created this. We now need to what do I need to do? I don't want to comment it out. I'll comment it out later for you guys to take a look at. But now we need to write the bare bone functionality of our function to implement the main functionality or the structure of what we're going to be working with. So I'm going to make a function called run countdown, which takes in three parameters, namely the date, the time, and the callback function that is to be called when the timer runs out. All right. So that sounds simple enough. I have a small extension that I have with VS Code that allows me to work with quick snippets. Like for example, if I write fun right now, like func, it will show me this intelligence item that I can just click function, and then it creates a function for me. So I'm going to create a function called run countdown. I'm going to pass in the three parameters, namely the date, the time, and what is the code other one? The go back. All right, cool. Now we have done this, the basic structure set up. Let's move on to implement, the main functionality of our package. So like the first thing that we need to do is to convert the input date and time into a data object, into a date object, and get the current time. Okay, that sounds a bit easy-ish. So we can do this by using the new date constructor and passing in the target date and time as a string. So that means we need about two variables. We need two variables actually. Yeah, we need a variable that will store the targeted date, and then another one that will store the now date, which is the date that we have currently. Um, how do I call them? I'm start naming the variables right now. I'm thinking, okay, targeted date. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make it as a const. So we'll call it target date, and then we'll equal it to the new date constructor. We'll pass in the literals, and then we'll pass in these variables for date and time. Date, and for time, I'm gonna do this. How do I name my time? Okay, like this. Cool, nice. Then now it's looking like this. That's cool. And then now we need to make the one for now. I don't know if I should call it now. Let's call it current date. I think that sounds cool. Or current that date, yeah. And then we get the current dates for us to work with. So the reason why we're getting these two, we need these two variables is we're gonna use them to get the difference between the current date and the targeted date, and then we can work with our logic from there. Then that sounds simple-ish. I don't know. So with our date setup, we can now check whether the target date and the time that has already been set is passed. So if it has passed now, we'll throw an error, say this date is already passed. So it cancels the function now. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add let's use an if statement. All right. Then we can say if the target date is less or equal to the current date, do this. And so we're checking because the current date, let's say it's today, which is like the 17th of June, and then the targeted date is 20 June. So it won't execute this because this function checks whether the targeted date is less than the current date. So if the targeted date is 15 June, then it will execute this if block that we have over here. So I want you to throw an error. I can just console log something, but I'm going to use throw error, throw new error. Then I pass it like this. I'll just write that is paused. Cool. So I'm gonna use it like this. Copy that is paused, and then yeah, I think that sounds about right. So this error checks, the error check is really important because we don't want the timer to start counting down, if the target date and time is already passed. And so instead, like we wanted to throw an error and notify the user that they need to provide a valid future date that they can work with. So next up, we need to calculate now the remaining time until the target date and time. So to do this now, we can do it by subtracting the current time and the targeted dates. So I'm gonna give a variable called remaining time. I think that sounds good, guys. For first time coming up with a variable name, remaining time, and then I'm gonna equal it to let's say target date. Okay. Target date minus current date. Alright, cool. That sounds easy. Okay. Right. So now that it's like this, we now need to do something with what we have, right? Remaining time. What happens now? So we have a cool function from JavaScript that's called say timeout that takes in a function to perform when a certain time runs out, right? So to do it, we just call it like this. Just write it out like this. Say timeout, then do this. We pass in the function inside. So the function that we're going to pass is the one that we already have over here called callback. I'm going to put it over here and call it over here. And then we now need to use this time. So we now pass in again this time. Just, for those who use React, this is quite similar to use effect, I think. So we now need to pass in the time over here like this. So this makes it sense like, set time out. Like with timeout, like once the time runs out, do something, then it will call back the function that was passed within our run countdown function, right? So I hope you guys are following through. So with that being done now, we can now export our function so that we can use it in different files that we have. I don't know if you guys noticed, but NPM packages are more like utility functions, that you create a folder for them to use them. Then this time we're just passing them around, but that's a story for another day. All right, cool. So like this is done. Run countdown. We've now exported it. We now go to make another file that we can use our function. So I'm going to call it test.js. So within the test.js now, we're going to call our function. Let's call run countdown. Then sorry, is equal to require. Then we pass it where we are requiring from, index.js. All right, so like this now, we now need to build a small function that we can work with to test our other function that we made in the index.js. So the callback function now, that's what we need to make. So I'm gonna make a small callback function here. I'll call it my callback. Okay, I'm just gonna console log something here in it. I'll console log the countdown. Countdown is ended. So that's what I'm gonna console log to it. So this function, remember, it gets called after the timer runs out. So you can put in any logic that you want here, like maybe send an email or maybe perform a certain task, and then whatever thing that you want, and then it will be called when the timer runs out. So to call our function now, I'm gonna call it here, and remember we need to pass in the date. So we need to pass in as a string. Remember, 2023 06. Today is what, 16 June. Okay, and then we need to pass in the time. Right now it's 1842. So I'm gonna pass as a string again, 1843, and then you can also pass in the seconds. So I'm gonna pass in the seconds of 30. And also we now need to pass in the callback function, which I'm gonna pass saying my callback like this, and then boom, we are done. So to run your JS file, like we run it through the terminal. I'm gonna open my terminal over here in VS Code by pressing Control and that unique icon, symbol thingy just before the one, like pakati one tab thingy. There's a just before the escape key. I don't know the name of the button thingy, but I click Control and then I click it, and it will show. So yeah, like that. So to run your file now, you run node, and then you type in the name of the file that you want to run. So in this case, we want to run the test.js file. So if I click enter now, it should give me an error because the time already passed. So it should tell me that the time already passed something. Remember that throw error item that we made in the index.js. So give it a minute to run. Node test.js. What's happening? 2306. What day is it today? 16. Cool. You see, this one gave me an error that says the countdown is ended, meaning that it actually executed this. Right? So I'm gonna put in let's put 50 before it runs to 50 right now, the seconds. So let's just give it a few seconds to run. Cool, it has run. So now if I run it again, since it already passed 50 right now, it should give me an error. You see, an error is thrown right now saying the provided date is already passed. Because right now, look at the time, it's now 1844. So, boom, That's about it, my people. That's how you make an npm package that you can use in different files, easy like that. So what's only left now is to publish it to npm. That's what we're going to be doing right now. All right, so for the next part, we're going to log in into npm. And then once we log in, we will what do we left? We'll publish the npm package, right? So firstly, we need to initialize this project using npm. I want to run npm init, and then it will ask me a bunch of questions that you just press enter. So I'm gonna name my what you call this? I'm gonna name my package is countdown package, which is okay. Version is okay. Description, yeah, I don't need it now. Index.js, which is the entry point where our application will be running from. Enter test command. I'm gonna put node test.js, and then git repository none, keywords, count, down, author, gt chakama, and then license, enter. Is this okay? Yes. Done. Now that this is running, the next step is to publish our package now, so that we can remove this require index item, and then we officially use it from the different from the npm item that we have. So how we do it now is we run a command called npm login. So if I run this, it should open my browser thingy. Let's see, npm notice login registry. What's this error for? Again npm log using again register npm log run found in I think it's because I'm already logged in. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I think it's network issue. Okay, so now that I run it again, if I click enter right now, it should show me the browser, and then I can log in from the browser. So since I'm already logged in on the browser, I think it should just be automatic. Oh yeah, it needs a one-time password. So I'm just gonna look for it right now on my phone. Where's that Google security thingy? Found it. So it's 67461. I don't care about you guys doing this password, but it's a one-time password thing. So that means you can try it again, and it's not gonna work in. It already changed right now. So authentication successful, and then we go back here. You can see now I'm now logged in. Since I'm now logged in, I can go to my npm package list over here. If I refresh my page, you should see that I only have two packages that I have. This Palette Genius item, then I have this Z user package I made yesterday. Today, was it today? Yesterday, I think it was yesterday actually when I made this. And then I pushed the new change today that was needed. So yeah, you can see that I have two packages over here. So if I go back to my code right now, I'm gonna run npm publish. So this one now will now publish the npm package that I've made, which is in our index.js file, and it will take the details that I have already in the package.json. That's the details that will be used on the package. Oh, I forgot, I need a readme file. You need a readme file so that people can know about your package and how it works. So I'm just gonna write something small over here. All right, so I've added a small readme file that we have over here for the project. You can add any project that you can add any code that you want to, or explanations that you want in your readme file. So if I do this now, just to preview it, how it's looking, you can see over here, this npm package provides a countdown timer that can be used in Node.js applications. It allows you to set a specific date and time and execute a callback function when the countdown ends, right? So you install it like this: npm install countdown package, blah blah blah, choose the countdown, blah blah blah, finally code the rundown, something like that. Yeah, and then if you have a license, you can just put it down there. So that's just the basic readme file that I've made. So at least it will now show on our package. So if I run npm publish right now, it will take the details on the package.json and also the details on the readme file, and then it publishes. So if I go right now, and we also have a version number, this schematic version number that we have over here. That's the version that will be used for our package too. I'll also show you guys how you can update your package. So if I run npm publish right now, you can see that it's up. It's publishing our package right now. So click enter. It should take me to a browser, and then I need to put another password, I think, to authenticate this. To say that I'm the right user who's publishing this. I think so. Yeah. So another code again. Let me just 28880. Okay. See, it's a different code again. So yeah, if you guys see it, I do not mind. Cool. Now you can see that countdown package is now being added to our npm directory packages. If I go back now to npm and then I refresh this, you guys should see like 3 packages now. You see, it's now saying 3 packages: palette genius, set user. What is the other one? I can't seem to find another one. But yeah, this one over here, countdown package. So if I open it, our readme file will be displayed, and how to install the package and the files that are in the package. So it will show like this now: countdown, installation, usage, license, and also like the tag keyword that I added earlier on, and then how you can work with that, and then boom. That's simple enough. Yeah, so like this, congratulations, you've created your first npm package, and yeah, voila. Now to install it, you just go to here, npm, just copy this, and then you can use it. So I'm gonna go to let me delete this. I don't care about this anymore. So if I open another new terminal right now, and then I run npm install countdown package, it should create a node.js node modules folder, and then I'll have access to the countdown package. So at the moment, if we run node, let's run node test. Sorry. Okay, it actually works. Node test.js. You see that it still works perfectly. It's because we're using it in our test file like this. We're requiring from the index.js file. So let's install it now. If we install it and then we remove that require from index.js, okay, installation, let it run through, and then how do we use it? We just copy this command over here. You can see added 1 package and audited 2 packages in 3 seconds. Now I'm gonna comment out this one, and then I'll go below. I'll add the new package that I've made. So now if I come over here and say node test, it will still produce the same results. So you're gonna try it again with 43 time, yeah, 1943, 50 seconds. Yeah, let's run it. Cool. It's running right now. We're just waiting for it to reach 50 seconds, and then to execute the function to say the countdown is ended. But that's how simple you can make a Node.js package, guys. Doesn't require much. I'll try to find more complex ideas. Please just comment down in the comment section ideas for packages you want me to make, or any projects that you'd want me to give you tutorials on. But this was nice. I hope you guys learned a lot of things from here. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, come again. Why is it taking time like this? Maybe 1943.50, right? It's the time that we chose. Cool, it ran. You can see right over here the countdown is ended because we've reached 1943 50 seconds. And then yeah, that's easy enough, guys. Really that easy. Making a package. So we just build a package with just how many lines of code? This is impressive. Okay, sorry, this is the test file. All right, so I think less than 20 lines. Yeah, less than 20 lines that we build our code with. I'm gonna try to format them and see. It doesn't even change anything. Okay, cool. So yeah, voila, that's done. That's how you build an npm package in an easy way. So to update it now, let's say for example I've added something, target date. I'm gonna change target date to last date, right? So I'm gonna do this last date, right? We've changed something in our code, right? So we need to upgrade our package now. It's quite simple. You just come to package.json and then you change this into a version, let's say 1.01, which means that we've changed something. It's always nice to change it like that. And then you come here, you still do the npm publish, npm publish. So hope it doesn't ask for the password again, because come on, Jesus. How many passwords do I need to keep putting away? I think there's a way that I can actually stop asking for passwords. Yeah, no challenge in 5 minutes. Cool. So if I put in another password right now, 292301, and then I log in right now. Cool, I'm in. So if I come back here, you can see that my package has been updated. If I go to where it is right now, npm, let's look at version number. It's 10100, right? If I refresh, that should be a 1 day. And if you know the version again, 1, you can see we're now with 1. Package has been updated, and it will also show you that it was last published a few seconds ago. Right, that's about it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. I think the next video should be dropping a few days from now. Oops, battery low. Yeah, my one not even plugged in. We have a fault this side. Hope this will be back tomorrow or today. But yeah, that's about it, guys. My name is George Chikama, full stack dev, and if you got ideas for projects, if you want to link up, follow me on Twitter. It's GT Chikama. I'm everywhere, GT Chikama. You can leave some comments down below on things I could improve, or suggestions on projects that you want me to tackle, and stuff like that. I think the next video that I'm going to be uploading should be somewhere between the lines of the difference between front end and back end, and we'll try to build a small front end and a small back end that we could use together, and then I'll show you guys the difference, and just build a small project. So if you got an idea of a project that you can use a front end and a back end, let me know in the comment section, and yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. That motivates me to do more videos. I won't lie. Seeing the love coming through. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Otherwise, peace.